because I still had 10 plus miles to get myself to the finish line. Understand that my body wasn't going to perform to the level I wanted to, but not get discouraged. Boom. Walking to the start. It's actually going to be a super nice day, I think. Windy, but when you're in a pack of people, the wind won't be as bad. So excited, feeling good, feeling fresh. Gotta loosen up the tight back again, but potentially is the earliest I've ever gotten to a race. See how that one flies. All right. Well, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Finishing up the Chicago Marathon 2021, and although I didn't hit my A, B, I did get my C goal, which is always the same: finish every marathon that I do. Giving you a quick recap of what happened out on the race course from the time we woke up to getting down to Grant Park and circling back around the city of Chicago, finishing it up for the 2021 marathon here in the great city of Chicago. As I woke up that morning, I was feeling good, I was feeling fresh. Nothing in my mind, in my body was telling me that today was gonna be as tough of a day. When I got out on the race course, woke up, same as usual, went for my walk, got my coffee, got my normal routine, had my breakfast, bagel, peanut butter, some bananas, and put the singlet on, jumped out, headed downtown. Getting in, super easy. I can't thank the Chicago Marathon volunteers and staff. It was an incredibly well-run race. As we're getting teed up for the starting line, the body was feeling fresh. I was texting with a buddy of mine who was also shooting for sub 240, found each other in the starting corral and ended up taking off. And right at the beginning, both him and I were settling in comfortably. And when we look at the splits and how everything broke down, I think the interesting part is what happens to us when we run a marathon. Why were so many people not hitting what they wanted to yesterday? And to be honest, right now, I can't put my finger on what happened. If we look at what I did through the first 13 miles of this race, me, my buddy Juan, and another guy that he knows, Marquise, were just really sitting in, wanting to hit around 120 to 121 and a half in the first half marathon. And we all felt super comfortable, was on top of my gels, was on top of my hydration, gel just after mile 5, gel just after mile 11, hitting the aid stations, getting the water, getting the fluids in that I needed to, and really clicking off the miles and feeling really strong. And as if nothing was gonna stop at that point in time. Going through 6:06 to 6:11 every single mile, boom, clicking it off, nice and easy, nice and smooth, and hitting that 13.1 marker at 1:20:38. And I felt extremely fresh and extremely good at that point in time. No signs of the wheels falling off, nothing. And when I crossed and I knew, okay, I'm right there, 1:20:38, repeat that and just slowly build in for that last 5K to be able to drop the hammer and hit that sub 240. I was confident going into that. And I think that that's a positive sign for me, just knowing how easy that 1:20:38 felt. Now fast forward, mile 14 felt good. Mile 15 felt good. Around mile 16, I was like, whoa, what's that going on? And that mile marker between mile 16 and mile 17, normally my wheels gradually fall off, but on this one, my wheels absolutely came off the rails. And I went from 6:05, 6:06 to 6:30 to 7:15 instantly. At that point in time, I let my expectations go of time goals, and I told myself, now's the time to focus and try to finish up. And this is where I started thinking to myself, okay, what could have gone wrong? Where am I analyzing these things? Because I still had 10 plus miles to get myself to the finish line, understand that my body wasn't going to perform to the level I wanted to, but not get discouraged, not get frustrated. As I posted on Instagram the day before the race, we're the same person no matter how we finish this race. The same person woke up, the same person is going to be finishing. And I took that to heart, and when I watched my sub 240 go away, when I watched my PR go away, I really said, this is why you do it. Marathons are hard. Let's gut this out to the end and give it my best effort. And so encouraging people along the way. While I was watching several other people cramp up and be able to stop, encouraging them across the process. Stayed on top of my fluids, stayed on top of my goos, had my last 2 goos. I was heading into Chinatown and going around south side of Chicago in. I said, Brian, focus. You've done so many Ironmans and so many half Ironmans where it's a shuffle. Keep the legs moving, one foot in front of the other. And that is probably one of the things I took away the most. I had a lot of people surge past me, stop, cramp, and then I would end up passing them again. They'd surge, cramp, and they just looked like they were really having a really tough time, not enjoying the process as much, where I said, if I just hold on to this 7:20 to 7:45 pace, I'll requalify for New York. I know I'm gonna enjoy it because I'm not putting myself through so much struggle at that point in time, and just embrace with marathon running and the fact that big city marathon running is back. And that's just what I did. And so from about mile 17 onward, a lot of self-conversations, a lot of enjoying the process, encouraging the people along the way with me. Made my turn onto Randolph Street, going up that hill, which feels like Mount Everest, but it's only about a 200-meter uphill going into Grant Park. And I took a glance down at my watch, saw I'm gonna be right over, or right under, or over 252, and so I put the hammer down as hard as my little body could at that point in time and came across in 2 hours and 52 minutes and 16 seconds. And let me tell you, I am super pumped and super excited that I was able to put that performance in. Is even though we don't hit our race goals every single time, we should be proud of our performance. And I am so proud to know when the wheels fell off, I still managed a 2:52, a sub 3 hour marathon, a New York qualifying time. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited. Big races are back. The cities are alive again for running. And I can't wait to jump in to New York Marathon in 3 weeks and share that. Today is my first day not running through this entire training plan, flying back home to Southern California, get my body fresh, get my body right, to be able to enjoy my favorite race, the New York City Marathon. Hope you guys, if you ran Chicago, had a great race. Let me know how your race went. Would love to encourage you if you guys have races coming up, and we'll see you as I prepare for the New York Marathon.